He joined me this morning in a small wooded group in Pulborough, just round the corner from Pulborough Brooks RSPB Nature Reserve. This time of year, which is towards the end of February, is when all the little birds are beginning to gather all their nesting materials to make their nests. So first thing in the morning, as the sun is coming up, it's literally 7 o'clock, which is 1 minute past sunrise. So this is when most of the activity, and you can hear the activity here this morning. It's a very exciting time. All the fresh growth is beginning to come out. I can hear a woodpecker in the distance. And just the tops of these trees are just catching the first rays of the morning light. Let's kind of a wander around, see what we can find. Well, I've been looking for about 6 or 7 minutes, trying to find where this woodpecker is making this noise, and he was around the other side of this tree, but he's come around to this side. Well, that in itself is worth getting up at 6 o'clock for. It's not very often you get to see woodpecker, yet alone film it smashing his noggin against a tree. Now there's a pair of them. To and froing. But again, he's landed behind the back of that tree. I just can't see him. I don't know whether you can pick them up on the microphone. Probably not. Well, as the sun's getting brighter, the activity's getting greater. Looking forward to see where the day takes me. Well, there's 3 great spotted woodpeckers on one tree and one further behind, so I don't know whether this is a family teaching juveniles. I mean, we're in February, so I'd imagine they're getting ready to nest and lay some eggs in a month or two. So I don't know whether they train the juveniles or it's 3 males competing for 1 female, which is probably more likely what's happened. There's a gorgeous little thing. If we just come around this side a little bit, I'll get myself a lovely image of him as well. And they're off. He has gone to the top of another tree, but I can't even get to him from here, I don't think. Ah, there he is. He is starting between 2 or 3 trees with some dead tops, and he's literally just flying. There might be one flying between them all now, or it might be the 3 of them darting between. But it's now about 7:45, 8 o'clock, so we're going to start getting all the dog walkers and all the half-term kids. But we'll still have a wander around and see what else we can find. I'm kind of really hoping I can find some Long Tailed Tits today. They're ever so sweet, and they're my wife's favourite little birdie, so if I can find them today, it's prime habitat for them. So I'll head further down and spend some time in the trees. Well, this is definitely time to stop for a quick cup of coffee and a snack. And I'm right opposite a big old pine tree that I very quickly caught a glimpse of a tree creeper, but didn't get the chance to film it. So I'm hoping either he'll be back or he's still on there. I'm not quite sure. It's definitely the best time of day. Well, pre-dawn is the best time of day. Just pre-dawn. When everything is just so quiet. Everything does look a little bit sorry for itself, and all the kind of browns and dead browns and wet browns, and I know we've had kind of 2 or 3 heavy storms in the last few weeks, so I guess there's probably a lot more debris on the ground than there would normally be. And we've still got that wind blowing across, so you probably get that on the microphone as much as the birdie noises, unfortunately. Right, let's have that cuppa. Now, my last video, I wasn't particularly happy at all with the quality of the video footage. It just seemed to be slightly off focus. Well, I'd had that lens for 7 or 8 years. And well, that's good. The price of the 100 or 400 Canon lens have just gone to stupid prices. Used to be able to pick one up for about £1,000, and now they're like £1,700 £1,700. So I've gone for the Sigma Sport 150 to 600. It's a lot heavier than my last lens, but so far it's proven to be much better quality. Hopefully the footage today of the woodpeckers will show the better quality. I'm also now shooting in 4K. I'm actually quite surprised how quiet it is on the smaller wildlife front. I expected a bit more activity this time of day now, but maybe as the day warms up it'll get more active. Morning.
I hardly saw you there.
It's just the white face, yeah. Now the Pulborough Brooks RSPB is just at the side of this hump, and I've been coming here for absolutely years, but what I'd never realised is that when you park in the car park there's a woodland and some trails to the south of you, right in front of you. And this is a beautiful area. You've got some kind of opened heathland. I mean, there's a lot of heather here, and there's a nice path that walks through here that is just a conservation area for the RSPB. But you've got a couple of nice water holes through here as well. If anybody's in the Pulborough region, I would highly recommend spending a day down here. It's a nice RSPB. They have a really nice cafe that does very reasonably priced lunches and snacks, and you've got this whole area to the south. Found this beautiful spot. It's near one of those patches of water, and it's a stinky one called Blackwater. But I don't know if you can pick up on the microphone or not, but there's a lot of activity, and I guess it's because it's by water. Got a nice set of trees, we've got water, we've got open fields. So I'm hoping that maybe today I'll get the kestrel, maybe a buzzard or two. The day is still young. Well, I found the Long Tailed Tits at last, although he's darting around. They do not hang around anywhere for long. You've got to see him focus photograph, you can't. God, they are so... God, they jump. They don't stay still anywhere long enough to get an image. God damn, they're quick. They're literally just kind of jumping from one to another. God, they remind me of that whack-a-mole game. You know, where you pop up donk, pop up donk, pop up donk. And it's a bit like that. Pop up, photograph, gone. They do not hang around. Let's keep trying to find them. I've had to take a few layers off. I was cooking in what I was wearing, but it was cold at 6 o'clock this morning. In fact, it was a bit frosty still this morning. Well, it's 11 o'clock now, and although I can still hear some bird activity, all the kind of the smaller blue tits, grey tits, cold tits, long tails, etc. And even the woodpeckers seem to have gone quiet now. I guess that's why they say kind of first thing in the morning, last thing at night is when they're noisy and most active. I've spent a good hour, I think, in this one patch just photographing the long tailed tits. I'm still kind of focused on seeing them again, but I think it's probably the best time I've ever had photographing and filming the long tails. The nicest thing I find about them is that they're only like 4 inches long, and over half of their length is their tail. So their tail is actually longer than their body. And their nests, when they build them, they're made to expand so that when they have their young, it can kind of push out and grow with the size of their family. It's the nests are kind of mainly made up of, they make their nests out of kind of cobwebs and mosses, lichens and feathers. In fact, an average nest for a long-tailed tit has 1,500 feathers all included in it. And now is February, is the time where they will be making... My memory card was full. Like, where was I? Oh yeah, long-tailed tits. So yeah, they are, you know, one of my favourites. I've lost my train of thought completely now. Well, I think that's all I had to say about them really anyway. Other than the fact that they're very cute. And I've got some nice footage and some nice photos of them today. Yeah, that's not strictly true. I did also want to add is that these beautiful little birdies only weigh 8 grams. And once they've made their nests, they go away and they leave it alone for a month before they then come back to lay their eggs and bring up their young. It's definitely time for me to head home and get some lunch. I am starving. And get this edited and then released tonight at 5 o'clock. If you've liked the video, then please give it a thumbs up. And if you don't subscribe and you'd like to, then that would be great. And if you want to know when my next videos are up and come in, then click on the notifications and that'll let you know when it's out. Thank you for watching. Until next time, have a good weekend. Bye for now.